Most people think NotebookLM is a tool where you do the work. You find the links, you upload the PDFs, you click the Generate button. Stop. You're acting like a data entry clerk for your own AI. What if your AI did the research, built the notebook, and generated your entire content strategy while you were getting coffee? Today, I'm showing you how. We all love NotebookLM. The deep dive podcasts are viral for a reason, but here's the truth. NotebookLM is a manual-first platform. If you want to create a video about the future of solar energy, you have to. 1. Spend an hour finding 10 credible sources. 2. Download the PDFs. 3. Manually upload them. 4. Wait. 5. Then prompt it. In this scenario, you are the bottleneck. Enter Claude Code. Don't let the name scare you. You don't need to be a developer. Think of Claude Code not as a chatbot, but as Claude with hands. Unlike the Claude you use in the browser, Claude Code can interact with your computer and the web. It can browse, execute tasks, and communicate with other tools. When we pair Claude Code with NotebookLM, Claude becomes the manager. Claude identifies the trend. Claude finds the best research. Claude pushes sources into NotebookLM. NotebookLM does the heavy lifting of synthesis. Let's look at the Flow's AI setup. I launch Claude Code in my terminal. I give it one instruction. I need a deep dive content pack on the current state of solid-state batteries. Watch what happens. Step 1. Search and filter. Claude doesn't just grab the first Google result. It uses web search to find high-authority articles, YouTube videos, and recent news on the topic. Step 2. The bridge. Using the NotebookLM MCP connection, Claude creates a brand new notebook titled Solid-State Battery Deep Dive and feeds in all the sources automatically. Alright, today we are diving into something that honestly feels like a cheat code for research and making content. We're going to look at how you can pair two specific AI tools to create basically your own personal content team that works for you 24/7. I mean, just imagine this for a second. You give your AI a single topic, and then you just walk away. And while you're gone, it goes out, finds the best sources, deeply understands them, and then creates an entire suite of content for you. We're talking presentations, videos, summaries, you name it. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's actually possible right now, just by connecting the right tools in a really smart way. Okay, so let's get right to the heart of the problem. Even with these amazing AI models we have today, we've all been there, right? Stuck in that loop of finding an article, copying the text, pasting it into a chat window, and just hoping the AI understands what you want. It's this endless copy-paste dance that makes us, the human, the slowest, most inefficient part of the whole system. So let's just break down for a second why that old way of doing AI research is so frustrating. Because it's not just that it's slow, it can also be super expensive and, honestly, pretty unreliable. This slide really nails the pain points. First off, when you feed huge documents directly into an AI, it eats up a ton of tokens, and tokens cost money. Simple as that. Plus, the AI can totally miss the point, pull the wrong piece of information. Or, and this is the worst part, it can confidently just make stuff up. You know, what we call hallucinations. It's just a clunky and often infuriating process. So, how do we fix this whole mess? Well, the solution is actually pretty elegant. It's all about combining two specialized AI tools that perfectly complement each other. I want you to think of it like hiring a super intelligent librarian and a brilliant, tireless intern. Okay, first up, meet NotebookLM from Google. This is our intelligent librarian. And the best part? It's free. This tool is like a pre-processing layer. You give it all your sources, YouTube links, articles, PDFs, whatever, and it becomes an expert on only that material. Now, the absolutely crucial part here is that its answers are source-grounded. That means it literally tells you exactly where it found the information, which almost completely eliminates those pesky hallucinations. And that brings us to the second half of our duo, the brilliant intern, Claude Code. This is our execution layer. This thing is a powerhouse agent. It can take your instructions, browse the web, write files, and even run code. It is incredible at doing things, but on its own, it's a generalist. It doesn't have that deep, specialized knowledge it needs to be truly effective. And here's where it all just clicks together. You see how they have this perfect synergy? NotebookLM becomes the deep expert on your specific content, providing reliable, fact-check knowledge. And then Claude Code takes that high-quality info and actually acts on it, executing the tasks and creating all the final products. They basically cover each other's weaknesses perfectly. Okay, so now that we've assembled our AI Dream Team, let's look at the incredible automated workflow this unlocks. This is where we get the human out of the way and let the agents really go to work. Here's how the process flows. It starts with you. You give a simple, plain English instruction to Claude. From there, the agent goes out and finds all the relevant sources online, and this is the key, instead of trying to analyze them itself, it just hands them over to NotebookLM. Then, NotebookLM does all the heavy lifting, transcribing videos, indexing text, synthesizing the key points. Finally, it passes that clean, perfectly summarized analysis back to Claude, who uses that pristine information to build everything you asked for. The effect here is just profound. You are essentially giving Claude a perfect, searchable, citation-backed memory for your specific project. It's no longer just a generalist pulling random facts from the messy, wide-open internet. It becomes a dedicated expert on your topic, totally grounded in your chosen sources. Now, don't just take my word for it. This chart, which is based on data from developers using this method, shows just how much better this approach is. Feeding documents directly to Claude, super expensive, full of errors. Web search, a total crapshoot. Building your own local RAG system, that's a retrieval augmented generation setup if you're into the techie details. That can take you hours or even days. But this NotebookLM workflow, we're talking about 5 minutes to set up, almost zero token cost, and most importantly, minimal hallucinations. It's a total game changer. Okay, that's all the theory. But what does this actually look like in the real world? What can you get from just one simple instruction? So, let's use a real example. A user gives Claude a super straightforward task like this one. Research the new Claude Mythos model and create a presentation for me. See? No complicated prompting. Just a clear, simple goal. And here's the magic. From that one simple prompt, the system can automatically generate this whole suite of assets. A fully branded slide deck ready to go, a cinematic video summary with a voiceover, a podcast, style, audio brief you can listen to on the go, a mind map to visualize the concepts, an infographic for social media, and even flashcards to help you study the material. All of this created with zero further human intervention. It's wild. And you want to know the most incredible part? The cost for all of that heavy, deep analysis is zero, zilch, nada, because NotebookLM is a free tool. The most expensive part of any research process, the actual reading and understanding of all the source material, is completely offloaded. It makes this entire workflow unbelievably cheap and efficient. So this isn't just some clever little hack. What we're really looking at here is a glimpse into the future of how all of us will work with AI. It's a fundamental shift in our role in the process. This is what people in the space are calling an agentic workflow. You're no longer the one down in the trenches doing all the manual labor of research. Instead, you get to be the director. You're the strategist. You define the goal, and your team of AI agents figures out all the steps and executes the plan for you. I absolutely love this quote from researcher Till Freitag because it puts the sheer scale of this leap into perspective. Just a year ago, this level of automated research and content creation would have required a whole dedicated team of data scientists and engineers. Today, it's accessible to literally anyone with an afternoon to set it up. So that really just leaves us with one final pretty provocative thought. As these kinds of agentic workflows get more and more powerful and easier to use, the question is no longer about what AI can do. The real question is, what will you choose to direct it to create? The possibilities are truly starting to feel limitless. Thanks for tuning in.
Step 3. Artifact generation. Once the sources are loaded, Claude triggers all studio outputs at once. Audio overview, video, infographic, slide deck, and a written report. That's the pro move. So what do you actually get at the end of these 5 automated minutes? Everything. Audio deep dive, slide deck, infographic, view. All grounded in verified sources. This isn't just AI writing. This is AI research and development. The accuracy is higher because it's grounded in NotebookLM sources. The speed is 10x because you never had to touch a browser tab. The game has changed. We are moving from chatbots to agents. As a solo creator, you can now produce the output of a 5-person research team. The Flows AI philosophy. Build flows, not just prompts. If this saved you time, hit subscribe.
We publish one AI automation workflow every week, built for content creators, not developers. Stop clicking buttons. Start building systems. I'm Andrew, and this is Flows AI.